One way to kind of get an idea of shadow elements is basically the thing you want to complain about or stop others from doing is that thing where you're sure that your criticism is totally justified and fiercely righteous. This is a shadow issue that's keeping you from liberation. And we see this in the world around us. It is prominent in like the political climate of the world. It's so polarized, projections everywhere, right? So, and a simple way to kind of contact your shadow is to assume the very opposite of whatever you now consciously intend or desire. And this will show you exactly how your shadow looks at the world. And it's this view that you want to befriend. So it's not about noticing shadow elements and then, pushing them further away, because that's what got us into this shape in the first place. It's about welcoming with compassion and befriending these parts of ourselves. So, but it doesn't mean that you necessarily act on those opposite traits, but that you just simply become aware of them without judgment. So it's just a compassionate welcoming.
Right.
Yeah. So like an exercise that I use with clients is to have them bring to mind a person that they just can't stand, like someone that really gets under their skin, and then like list 5 traits that describe that person. And those 5 traits are elements of their very own shadow, which is why there's such an emotional charge around those traits in another person. And it's important to know that I'm not saying the other person doesn't have some undesirable patterns of behavior, but what I am saying is that you wouldn't feel such a strong reaction to them if there wasn't an anchor for that behavior within your own shadow. It's what's called a hook, and it's the point within us that can be hooked when someone mirrors it back to us. So without that hook, we just observe and notice things. Like the hook evokes a strong emotional response that pulls us into the drama. So shadow work is learning to become aware of those triggers without getting swept up in that drama. And it's important to note that the shadow's not bad. It's just hidden. In fact, your best qualities are also often in your shadow, hidden away in those deeper recesses. So, and that's referred to as the gold in your shadow.